Christmas was originally a happy and warm holiday, but due to the continued spread of the epidemic, this festival has become extremely bleak. The death toll in a single day for 5 consecutive days exceeded 3,000. This may be the hardest Christmas in the history of American public health. On the 23rd, the U.S. Labor Office announced last week the number of people claiming unemployment benefits for the first time was 803,000, far higher than the 225,000 at the beginning of the outbreak.
It's tough, very tough. How I can live, I have to feed my family.
New crown hits low-income U.S. households hard. The number of people receiving food has increased significantly. According to a report by CBS on the 23rd, 80 million Americans will travel during the Christmas holidays.
When you have this amount of spread within a place like the UK, that you really need to assume that it's here already.
The infection rate of mutant viruses will increase substantially. The increase in intensive contact is a huge challenge to the U.S. epidemic prevention and control. The epidemic is tragic, and the U.S. medical system is under unprecedented pressure. California is hardest hit by the new crown epidemic in the United States.
That we're experiencing an explosive and very deadly surge. Every hour, on average, 2 of our neighbors, family members, and friends are dying from COVID-19.
But the safety of the people is obviously not the top priority of politicians. When people are struggling wildly in the epidemic, politicians have put all their focus on acting in the international community.
It's vital that we were able to enact some sanctions and also statements of support for the people of Hong Kong in this last Congress, this last year that came out of the Senate.
Even the people's right to life cannot be guaranteed, but inexplicably concerned about the freedom of Hong Kong people. What a hypocritical performance. And Secretary of State Pompeo, Senator Cruz, Minister of Land and Resources Wolf racked his brains to discredit China, facing America's lost lives one by one, facing the eyes of the children longing for a peaceful Christmas. With taxpayers' money, wouldn't your conscience hurt? It's not difficult to learn from the experience of successful regions. On the 23rd, Shenyang, China, found a case of a South Korean return. Shenyang immediately entered a wartime state and activated the epidemic response mechanism, actively treat patients and investigate closely those. Shenyang returned to calm in just a few days. But American politicians have been blinded by political prejudice. Completely ignore the experience of epidemic prevention and control. If the people are not living well, why does the United States exist?